Hello and welcome to episode 8 of the Console Space Podcast, the podcast where we get together and talk about what's going on in the console space. I'm your host, Sean Colangelo. To my left, co-host, co-producer, the one and only Slick Wick, Jonathan Porter. How's it going, JP?
It's going good, Sean.
Good. To my right, co-host, co-producer, the raddest dad you wish you had, Rob Kettlewell. How's it going, Rob? Yeah?
It's going good, Sean.
Let's shift back to JP. What have you been playing, man?
I forgot about this part.
Wow.
What have I been playing? I've been playing more Dark Souls 2.
How far are you? Any idea? Far-ish?
I'm pretty far into it. I guess there's not like a real solid way to like determine like exactly how far, but there's like 4 like big like bosses that you're told about at the beginning of the game. And I've defeated 3 of those, so I feel like I'm probably pretty close.
No big deal.
But I know it's the like Scholar of the First Sin like remake edition for the PS4. So I know there's a bunch of DLC that came with it too. So it's hard to say how long I'll be playing it. So yeah, but I've just been really into that.
Now, do you have Dark Souls 3 or no?
I don't have the 3rd one yet, no.
Because I mean, I'm not actively playing it. So if you'd like to just borrow it, once you beat 2, let me know, and that's
Okay. Turn the cameras off. Let's talk about it.
we gotta
You need like the express written consent of Sony to do that.
Oh, okay.
No, see, their whole thing was that you could just share games.
Oh, you're right. You're right. All right. No problem. All right. So, yeah, I probably won't jump right into Dark Souls 3.
Yeah,
just because I tend to like play a certain kind of game and then be like, okay, well now it's time for like this other. So now I've done an RPG. Let's do something.
Especially when you're playing a Souls game because they're so difficult.
Yeah, it would get pretty stressful just playing them back to back.
Well, like,
I imagine.
What I like to do when I'm playing a Souls game is have a game that's like way the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get pissed off, I can just go like I remember back when back in the days of Bloodborne, when that first came out. Mm-hmm. Me and Rob used to always play this game on PS4 called Pure Pool.
Oh, Pure Pool.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I would get all mad at Bloodborne, I would just switch over and just start playing pool because I'm like, oh, it's real chill with like this like smooth jazz soundtrack, and I was like, yes. Like
I thought about buying those actually because they were on sale as like a 3-pack. It was Pure Pool, Pure Chess, and there's a 3rd one. I'm not sure what it was. It was a card game. It might have been like Blackjack or something. But
That was probably Pure Poker.
Pure Poker.
I would. I don't know why. Like I've always liked pool simulators. I really don't know why because obviously you can just play a real pool. But I've always really enjoyed them, and like we had a lot of fun with Pure Pool for like a year or 2 probably.
The soundtrack's amazing.
Yeah.
It's actually on Spotify.
Yep.
Wow.
It is.
Huh. That's cool. Yeah, I'd totally play. I would play any of those. Pure Chess and Poker. For sure. Yeah, so basically play a Dark Souls game and then go right into like Lego Batman or something real simple.
Yep. I don't blame you at all.
Yeah, so that's about it though. Haven't really moved on yet.
Cool. Rob, yeah?
Ooh, I've been playing Civilization, and last night I was probably about 7 hours into a round.
Oh, God.
And that's when I realized that I was like a hermit nation. I was like on an island in the middle of the ocean, and there were no countries next to me.
Oh, that happened to you again?
Oh, that happened to me again.
Oh, man.
So by the time I found the other countries, they were like already building rockets to space, and I was just like learning how to write. Because like that, like when you're not able to trade, it just really screws you. So I didn't get like invaded or anything, so that was nice. But I was also learning to write when there were men on the moon, so that was fun.
That's pretty funny.
And like the worst part is like you get like 8 hours into it, and you're like, well, this round's like already over. Like I definitely lost. So that was fun.
It's that far behind.
Yeah.
Man. Well, maybe you never know. The first person to learn how to write might figure out the equations needed
That's true.
to
Can only hope.
jumpstart the space program.
It's the Space Jam. All right. Anyway, I am still pretty much playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
It's weird because I've never been a big online gamer. Like I know a lot of people like pretty much just like exclusively play games online. And I mean, I guess in this time and age, like you're pretty much always online in some way or another. But I was just like not usually sucked into like competitive online play, but like when it does happen, I go like all in. Like I mean, like that happened with with The Last of Us back in 2013. I just like obsessively played that online. So it doesn't happen too often, but like when I get sucked into the like competitiveness of that kind of, it's just like I mean, particularly with Fortnite, it's a lot of fun just because like that you're gonna run into somebody else, and it's just like, well, I mean, I guess if you're playing alone, at least it's just like it's just like it's just all about the better man wins. I mean, whoever shoots or woman.
How dare you?
Sorry. I don't know. It's really addicting. I actually won my first. I don't usually play solos.
Yeah.
Because I mean, to outlast 99 people on your own is like, it's really difficult, as you can imagine.
Yeah.
But I actually won a solos match.
Yeah.
I am not like super skilled in Fortnite. I mean, I can hold my own, but I'm not like the people online who are like crazy, like. So
legitimate professional gamer.
Yeah. But so I like, I kind of had to basically just like hide the whole game, be very, very careful about like when I was like when I wanted to like engage people and things like that. But I made it to the end. It was just me and this one guy, and I almost died, but I was able to pick him off right before my health went down, and I won a match. So
how long are those matches?
It just depends, but I mean,
No time limit?
Well, so there's a storm,
yeah.
And like every several minutes it will shrink in size, and like if you're in the storm, you lose health.
Yeah.
Otherwise, everybody would just hide all game and nobody would win. And so like,
there is a moment where it'll end the game if everyone's just like not doing anything. Or...
Yeah, I mean because eventually the area of the map that like you would be able to be on without taking damage would be so small that everybody would just die.
Okay.
So, I mean, I would say on average, if you make it to the end, you're looking at maybe 20 minutes.
Okay. So the storm's like surrounding the island and it goes in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It just slowly will close in and like, and like, as there are less people when it gets smaller, you take more damage from it.
Okay.
Too. So, but it's a good time. I usually play with some friends and we always have fun. I mean, we've actually won. We've won a good handful of rounds. Again, we're not like crazy good at it, but like, we're able to win a match every now and and then. That's pretty much it. Fortnite. Still playing the EA Sports Hockey League NHL with our Wheeling Thunderbirds. Me and Todd, our sports friend, are 13-2 so far in that, so that's cool. Pretty much it. Yeah. Mostly gaming online. Pretty much just like not really playing any kind of like in-depth, crazy single player now, which is really strange for me because that's my shit, as they say. But I'm pretty much just playing all online. I don't know.
No one says that anymore.
I know, but I do know my mom was kind enough to get me the new Assassin's Creed for Christmas.
Yeah.
So here in a few weeks, I'll probably start old ass Creed Origins, roaming around Egypt. riding horses,
Playing with cats.
climbing pyramids. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, let's shift to our main topic, which is I want to know, what is your guys' game of the year? Obviously, we're in December. We're closing in on 2018.
Yeah.
2017 has been a very interesting year for games. Like, we had the Switch come out. We had Xbox go through all kinds of changes, game cancellations, game delays, and then they released a new console. Sony has just kind of held their ground. It's been an interesting year, but in spite of all the weird changes and new consoles and blah, blah, and there have been a lot of great games. It's been a really good year. So I guess I just want to know, if you had to pick one, what's your game of the year, Jables?
Well, sadly, I didn't get to play a whole lot of those great games. The biggest game that I got to play this year was the new Zelda, which I know that already won like awards and stuff like that.
It won a lot of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was really good. It was just that game engine that they created where like everything interacts with each other. You set the grass on fire and then that causes air to go up and then you can glide off that and everything, like all of the item, like there's stuff in the game that they didn't even realize you could do, like when they released it, like putting balloons on a raft and making it fly and stuff like that. Just the way all the items and everything interacted with each other was just felt really fresh, like something new in a game, and it was really good. There's there's complaints about it too, like the weapons breaking and stuff like that. But I don't know. I enjoyed the whole thing. I thought it was cool. Like it sucked when you got like a super crazy weapon and it breaks and you're like, well, I went through everything to get that for no reason. But it was cool to like be in the middle of a fight and your weapon breaks and you're like, well, I got to pick up this like shitty weapon that this enemy just dropped and like keep fighting with that.
Just realistic.
It was fun. So that was the biggest game that I got to play that actually came out this year. I'm pretty patient and I usually wait a long time to buy a game just so the price drops and like a game of the year edition will come out and I can buy it with all the DLC and stuff like that. So a lot of the games I played this year were from last year or 2 years ago or just something really old. And that was the one thing that went out and got and played it right away. So
yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong with Zelda.
Yeah.
I mean, it won. I mean, we talked about that last episode. It won all kinds of awards at the Game Awards. I've always loved Zelda. I haven't extensively played the new one yet, just because I don't have a Switch yet. But I played a bit of your copy, and I can see it just seems like it's unbelievable. So can't really go wrong with Zelda.
Yeah,
it's a good pick. Rabia?
I'm gonna say Star Wars Battlefront because I love paying $200 for a fully functioning.
Oh
No.
Ouch.
oh my god.
I wonder if we'll get any hate mail for that one. Probably not.
No, I feel like it.
Well, no, I think
opposite.
EA is already getting all of it.
There's no stamps left.
Yeah, there's none left. It's all going to EA.
All right. I would have to say I'm going to put my game of the year on Super Mario Odyssey. Even looking at it from a perspective of like the next huge chapter in like the Mario like legacy, I think they took some of the stuff they did with Mario Galaxy and they have a knack for, I don't know, basing a game off something you would never even think of and like hitting it out of the park, and like the stuff with Cappy was great. I think the worlds reminded me a lot of Mario Galaxy. I don't know, just liked it.
Yeah.
Good game. Innovative.
Yeah.
Weird idea, and Nintendo hits those out of the park.
Yeah. Again, much like Zelda, those two have pretty much been like neck and neck. They're both just like pretty much masterpieces. And that is just more proof that what a great year it's been for Nintendo. I remember, like our first episode was, was about, saying that like they probably won this year, just with like, you know, the Switch, those two games, and then Xenoblade 2 just came out a few weeks ago. I mean, they just killed.
And like their foray into online with like Splatoon stuff.
Yeah.
They're killing it this year.
Absolutely. Well, it probably won't come as a surprise to anyone that I'm going to stick with Horizon Zero Dawn. I know I've been kind of hinting at that in past episodes. And sure enough, I find myself unable to deviate from that decision. Again, a big reason I am a huge fan of PlayStation is just because they take risks and like they make new IP. A lot of the time it doesn't work out, but when it does, you get stuff like Horizon, and it's just a fantastic game. Like, really great setting, really awesome, unbelievable gameplay. It was really interesting and fun and challenging gameplay, but perhaps the most pleasant surprise of Horizon, I think, was the story. It was way more interesting than I thought it would be.
Oh.
And I mean, I can kind of explain it to you guys if you want.
What happened at the end? Just the end.
Just the end. No, okay. So there will probably be some spoilers here.
I don't want any spoilers.
No.
No, I'd really like to play.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Give us the premise, the summary of the premise of the game.
So, well, it's like, I'll put it this way.
Yeah.
Don't ruin it.
I won't.
No spoilers.
At first, it seems like you're kind of typical, like, oh, so the apocalypse happened. Like, that never happens in games before.
And that's all I know about it. If something else happens, spoiler. So don't tell me.
But it's just like the reasoning behind it, and then what they do about it is what's interesting.
They do something about it.
And I'll leave it at that.
Sean, that's a spoiler.
And I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. It's just, I explained it as like a cross between like, God, what was it, like Tomb Raider, The Witcher, and like kind of like The Matrix too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but yeah, it was just I would say to this date, probably Sony's largest game of the year. They kind of, they kind of came out with a bang, with that, and what the hell were they called? Nier and Neo.
Oh yeah.
Those were all earlier in the year, and then like kind of a lull up until like Uncharted, and
So those are a couple games I'm really interested in playing. I feel like this is purely just speculation, but just because I love games like that, I feel like Neo would have been right up my alley. Because when Bloodborne came out, that was my game of the year that year. I loved that game. So I'm excited to play Neo to find out how good that is, and Nier looks amazing. I've put off Nier Automata because I've never played the first one, and I want to play the first one. I don't know if you have
the first one, yeah.
I don't know if you have to or not, but I still want to play it. I just heard it was interesting, so I'm gonna play the first one for PS3 and then get Nier Automata. There's something. Oh, and Persona 5 came out, which I'm super excited to play that too. But
Yeah, actually,
haven't had time.
Yeah, Persona 5 was one of the potential choices for at the Game Awards Game of the Year.
Oh, okay.
Like, it was like Mario, Zelda, Horizon, Persona, and I think actually PUBG
Oh, okay.
was in there. But speaking of Horizon, much like Souls 3, I don't really like need it. So if you want to borrow that too,
Oh yeah.
you wouldn't have to buy it if but you you want to play through Horizon. Trust me.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
I definitely want to play Horizon. So there's a lot of games I need to play.
Oh, dude, I feel you. I'm right there. It's like once you get into like adult life, you're like, I should like wait for these games to be like a fourth of the price.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? Let me. Well, I'll put it this way. Here's how picky I am now about games. Now, and taking into consideration that much of the time, like I just order through Amazon, like rather than GameStop because I hate GameStop. But I did recently order a physical copy of the remaster of Secret of Mana.
Right.
Because that's only going to be through GameStop, right? So I put that order down, and I'm looking back through my order history, and I hadn't ordered anything from there since Souls 3 when I bought it.
Okay.
Which was in April.
3. Yeah.
April. It was 8 months ago. I was like, damn, I haven't ordered anything from GameStop in 8 months. I was like, wow. But again, you just got to be picky. But I ordered that, and I also ordered the Shadow of the Colossus special edition.
Oh, okay. Man, yeah, I should look into that. Is the special edition like? What's the special edition?
So it's only an extra $10, and I would say it's absolutely worth it because you get all kinds of stuff like, like I think you get like a steelbook case, and you get little like inserts of artwork and things like that. I mean, for just $10 extra, I mean, I definitely would.
And it'll be 70 for the special edition. I mean,
No, 50.
Nice. Okay, that's what I was. I was like, is it gonna be full price?
No.
Like, okay, that's definitely sounds worth it then, because that is an amazing game. I really enjoyed playing a remake of it. I guess you could say remake. I don't know. Remaster. I think a remaster is like when they take the assets and like with the Metal Gear like HD remasters, they're like it's the same assets. They like upscaled things and cleaned things up, made it better. I feel like that I would consider the Shadow of the Colossus like a remake on it, sort of. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to say
because it's like they completely redid it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
it's the same game.
It's a reboot.
Yeah.
It's like it might even be kind of somewhere caught in the middle.
Yeah.
I don't really know.
I don't know.
But
either way, it looks really good.
Yeah. But I know, with a lot of those editions, you won't even get all that much more when you're paying like twice the price. You know what I mean? But with this one for just $10 extra, I mean, like it seems like a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean, I definitely look into it soon because it's going to sell out.
Right. So I will check that out because at least it's like a game that I know is good and all the things. Like it's not like some new IP that they're like buy the deluxe edition. It's like you already know this is a good game.
You know what? You're in luck, Jables.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Okay. So, when it was first announced, I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy that right now because it's going to sell out, right? So I went to Amazon at first, and it wasn't up yet there, and I'm like, shit. So I went to GameStop, and they had it in stock. So I was like, all right, screw it. I'll make the order here.
Yeah.
Got it. Literally the next day, it's on Amazon. I have Prime, so I can get it it was like $10 cheaper on Prime. So now I have 2 copies that are secured, one through Amazon, one through GameStop.
Oh, okay.
My plan is to just not, because I actually tried to cancel the GameStop one, but I have it for in-store pickup, so I can't.
Oh.
So all I can do to not get charged for that one is just not pick it up.
Right.
So if you want a copy and cannot secure one, let me know.
I can just and
I'll pick up and I'll pick up the one at GameStop for you.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
So just let me know.
All right.
Let me know. If you guys don't have anything else, I guess that'll about do it. We can
Final segment.
do our beloved final segment.
Yeah. So we're gonna read. If you haven't seen this segment before, I'm sure you've been keeping up on every episode and you watch every single episode in order. And this is
You have fan like message boards that you just like talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm sure
nonstop.
that you just got back from the subreddit that you or the mod of that you created to talk about this. We read the back of an old game because they're really funny and over the top usually. And today I'm going to be reading K1 The Arena Fighters, and it is a PlayStation 1 game by THQ.
Very easily 10 out of 10.
It's kids to adults.
No, it's it's K to 1.
K1. Oh, out of 10. For sure. I was just talking I just wanted to mention the rating because I feel like every game that I read it happens to be
That's really
rated
K to A.
Yeah, it's rated kids to adults, which
K1, K to A.
yeah, K1, K to A. Because one, that rating isn't as common anymore, and I don't even know if it still
I don't
exists.
think it is a rating anymore.
I don't think it is, and two, this is like a boxing game. People punching each other. Still K to A. I don't know if K to A is better than
Is there blood in it? What's the little box say on the back?
animated violence. So
Well, blood could be animated.
I don't know if K to A is below or above E for everyone. I have no idea because it sounds like it should be the same
I
thing.
think it's above.
It seems like it.
I don't know.
All right.
Let us hear
Well, anyway, in the red corner is a 5'6", 165-pound expert in Thai kickboxing. Taking him on is a 6'5", 253-pound brawler with fists like freight trains. The result? A knockout combination of blazing martial arts and high-tech 3D boxing action that explodes from your screen. Welcome to K1. So, it's pretty legit. 8 real athletes, each with their own fighting style, stunning 3D and 2D arenas, 4 fighting modes, one player mode, versus mode, tournament, and team battle. So it's sanctioned by K1, the official international tournament fighting organization, which I don't follow.
Oh no, that's the thing. I think it's in Japan or something.
Okay, so I don't really follow that, so I have nothing about it, but it is sanctioned by K1. It takes up 11 memory card blocks.
That's a deal breaker there.
So
I only have 12.
and the front of the case, Game Fan magazine says the most realistic fighting simulation on any platform, and I'd venture to say that still holds up today. So
Yeah, I mean, we recently saw how awesome Soul Calibur 6 looked, but it pales in comparison.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This 253-pound brawler with fists like freight trains sounds pretty interesting to me.
I'm sold.
If it takes up 11 blocks of memory, it must be good.
Yeah,
It
because they
better
don't. When Sony approves these, it's like, how many blocks do you need? Well, we need 11. And like, well, how good's the game? And they only allow you to have that many blocks if it's like a really good game. So
These blocks go to 11.
these. So yeah, and there is an ad on the inside with a hint and tip line,
Sting.
like always, and an ad for WCW
Those Scorpions
versus
that
the world.
block.
But so you can call the hint line if you have trouble punching someone until their life bar goes down. All right.
Rabia?
I have Choo Choo Rocket for the Sega Dreamcast. It was made by the Sonic team. It is an online multiplayer game, which for the year 2000 is pretty impressive.
It's pretty goddamn impressive.
Online multiplayer madness. It's cat and mouse chaos in space. Lead your mice to their getaway rockets before your rivals can sneak the scary space cats on board. Online multiplayer gaming brought to you by the Sonic team. 5 fun gameplay modes: puzzle, stage challenge, 4-player battle, team battle, and network battle. Make your own puzzles. Lobby instantly matches you with up to 3 people online. Yep.
That is impressive.
Me saying that looks way more fun than this game looks.
It's a pretty fun game.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like a puzzle game. It's like you move. There's like a grid. There's a rocket in the center or wherever it is on the screen, and you have these mice that run out across the grid.
Yeah.
You put arrows down. You have like up, left, right, down. You put arrows down on the thing, and they run, and you have to lead them to your rocket.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
But you can mess with the other person's arrows and like try to get and put arrows to get theirs away from the rocket. So you're like constantly fighting with each other trying to get your stuff
That
to the
actually
rocket.
does sound fun.
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
I'm not gonna lie. That just makes me yearn for the time when Sonic Team actually made good games. It's been a while.
Ooh.
Well, they made that game, and then I think that was about it. No.
Well, you got to figure. I mean, like around the same time was the first Sonic Adventure,
Right.
and then several years after that, Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, which is one of the greatest games of all time. How about of all time?
I mean, yeah. I mean, this K1 knocks it down a couple pegs, but
Well, right.
Do you think there's still servers up for this?
I'm sure you can find them.
If you know of a server for this game, let us know.
what sucks is by default the Dreamcast comes with the network adapter is phone jack for like 56K modem.
Mm-hmm.
You can upgrade it to a broadband connection, which you would pretty much have to do today.
A Rob Band?
Yes, and but the adapter, since everyone's like needs that now to play online, it's like really expensive online. It's like $200. So if I remember correctly, to like get like a broadband adapter for the Dreamcast.
All I'm saying is if you can somehow modify your Dreamcast to still find servers online for Phantasy Star,
Yeah,
you can probably find some way to play
there-
Choo Choo Rocket.
yeah. There's still ways to play Phantasy Star online.
Yeah,
I tried to get it. I was like looking the stuff up to try to like get into that because like I think it's super cool to like play an old game online like that. I used to play Tony Hawk's Underground online on the PS2, and I did that all the way up to like I tried it like I found a website that had like servers and times people would like get on the game and like play, and I was showing people in college like to getting online with that game, and I got on and there was like 4 people online, and they were like in the chat like, how did you find this, like who are you? And it was like it was just cool like getting back online into a game that old.
my question though is how many blocks did that take up?
Well, with PS2 it was different, but if it was on PS1 it'd probably take up like 1,000 blocks.
1,000.
No. Yeah. This one takes up 3 blocks.
See, that's not so bad.
Which that's Dreamcast is different. I don't know how the blocks work on the.
It was like that little
compared
like,
to the PS1.
like handheld thing that you put into it, wasn't it?
Yeah, the VMU.
The VMU.
Yeah.
But
That was awesome.
yeah, those are awesome.
love
I don't know how the
Dreamcast.
data works. If it's like 3 blocks on the Dreamcast, might be like a million blocks on the PS1. It's hard to say.
Yeah.
The two most cool consoles ever made: the Dreamcast and the GameCube.
Yeah.
And we're gonna end this podcast on that note because
Nothing else to say.
I'm wrong. I'm not wrong.
Yeah. Anything else to say?
Damn it. And on that note, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, comment. If you didn't, comment, tell us why. We appreciate all feedback. Also, keep an eye out for me and Todd's weekly sports roundup, game day, gameplay. And yeah, we'll do it again next week, boys. Thanks again.
Cool.
Let us know of Choo Choo Rocket servers.